25 years ago, Paul Lloyd, founder and CEO of the Main Street Market Exchange, authored and developed a fabulous piece of work entitled Be Your Own Boss. The packet of information included his book with 100 businesses that aspiring entrepreneurs could open, each for under $40,000, which detailed the cost and purpose and other really good nuts and bolts information on each new business that an aspiring entrepreneur needed to consider. It also included a workbook for the 12 cassette audio tape subjects included, as well as a lengthy video entitled Just Do It Right, which supported all the other material. With all that great information, Mr. Lloyd, or Paulie as his friends call him, is most proud that he identified and included an expert or someone who had actually done the particular business being presented for each of the 100 businesses in his book. Even back then, Paulie realized the importance of expertise and mentoring for folks wanting to do any type of business. So for the paving business, number 84 on the list, he identified and recruited an actual paver, someone who did paving, in order to mentor and assist the new aspiring entrepreneur wanting to go into the paving business. For a local moving business, number 57 on the list, he had an experienced local mover to help the new entrepreneur. And for a hair salon, number 22 on the list, he had an experienced and successful hair salon owner to help. Sort of like a franchise without all the franchise costs, something that the little guy and little gal really benefited from. The Main Street Market Exchange has evolved, in the truest sense of the term, from Paul's endless work. As he's constantly refined and altered and improved his approach, with decades of banking and lending and business ownership added to his experience, he's now been able to deliver the Main Street Market Exchange, America's new stock market for the little guy, for Americans. The Business Boot Camp, offered by the Main Street Market Exchange, is an intense 2-day seminar, actually more of a day and a half of instruction with loaded questions for the last half day, which does 3 primary things. The first thing that the Business Boot Camp entitled Explode Your Personal Production seminar does is it allows the Main Street Market Exchange to contribute to your community, your business, your personal need to improve in a real and concrete way. No fluff, no BS, no rah-rah pom-pom sessions. So whether you're an 18-year-old kid with no direction and no experience, or a struggling 33-year-old salesman trying to get things right, or a successful CEO of 900 people attending as a mentor with a new young employee, you'll be captivated and astounded by the Main Street Market Exchange Business Boot Camp. Take a look at the short boot camp video on our Main Street Market Exchange website. They'll tell you what they thought of the Business Boot Camp. The second thing that the Business Boot Camp does is actually twofold. First, it allows the Main Street Market Exchange to identify talented people for its broker needs throughout the country and allows participants to have a lifelong relationship with and access to the Main Street Market Exchange in whatever capacity they choose to help them improve their lives. So whether as an in-house broker working as an employee for the Main Street Market Exchange or a freelance broker, much like a real estate agent working from home and interfacing with brokers at the Main Street Market Exchange, it serves as the litmus test for the participant and the Main Street Market Exchange, and pre-qualifier and prerequisite to attend the broker course created by the Main Street Market Exchange and required for those looking to broker deals for the Main Street Market Exchange. And second, it allows the participants to tune into and plug into their community and evaluate where they'd like to invest their energies. The Business Boot Camp allows its participants the opportunity to sift through all the garbage and noise out there and decide what they want to do, whether it's with the Main Street Market Exchange or doing something else. A young Marine participant compared it to boot camp for the U.S. Marines without the brutal physical part. The content passes the Marines' no BS test. A 37-year-old successful COO of a 400-person company claimed he learned more about business and himself from the boot camp than he's ever learned anywhere. And a CPA turned sales executive raved that it was off the charts and just what he needed. The third thing that the boot camp does is that it allows the Main Street Market Exchange to expand across the U.S., interact with leaders and mentors and sponsors in hundreds of communities, and helps us to build core relationships that serve in their respective communities. And before our advertising income revenue and sustained commission and referral income revenue and all our other income revenue generating sources and methods grow to sufficiently help us to sustain levels of service, the boot camp and related methods allow the Main Street Market Exchange to pay some bills and help keep the lights on. So if you'd like to invest in yourself and or another person by spending the most productive 2 days of training and proven methods you'll ever experience, sign up now. If we don't have a date or time or place available to meet your needs, we'll create a time and date and place to make it work. Focusing on personally exploding your business production should be your number one priority, as it pertains to your lifelong goal of being the best at what you do. And that's Main Street's number one priority. Come learn to nurture your biggest asset, greet the standard, work your plan, decide what you want, conquer your cash flow, work a desk and win, get business and make money, merge your action plan with your daily plan, set some targets and get a clue about what you're doing, or rather what you want to do. Come to understand how to choose your clients, make things happen, apply the 5 times rule in your life, develop your plan, explode your personal production levels, and lots more. We hope to hear from you soon about you attending the boot camp. Sign up for one or create a class for you and or your area, and we'll come to your company or your area to make things better. Thanks for listening about the Business Boot Camp offered by the Main Street Market Exchange. What do you want to do?